7 Stoic Principles. So nothing can affect you. What if I told you that the secret to unshakable peace of mind was discovered over 2,000 years ago? That ancient philosophers had already figured out how to remain calm in chaos, confident in uncertainty, and unbroken by life's hardest challenges. Today, we're diving deep into 7 powerful Stoic principles that can transform the way you experience life. These aren't just philosophical ideas. They're practical tools that have helped emperors, slaves, and everyone in between navigate the storms of existence with grace and strength. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to build an inner fortress that nothing and no one can penetrate. So let's get started. Principle 1. The Dichotomy of Control. The foundation of Stoic philosophy begins with one simple question: what can you actually control? Epictetus, who was born a slave and became one of history's greatest philosophers, taught that we must divide everything in life into 2 categories: things within our control and things outside our control. Here's what you control: your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your responses, your effort, and your character. That's it. That's the list. Here's what you don't control: other people's opinions, the weather, the past, the economy, how others treat you, the outcome of your efforts, and pretty much everything else in the external world. Most people spend their entire lives trying to control things they can't control, while neglecting the things they can. They stress about what people think of them. They worry about whether they'll get promoted. They ruminate over past mistakes. And in doing so, they surrender their peace of mind to forces completely beyond their reach. The Stoics teach us to flip this equation. Pour your energy into what you control: your preparation, your attitude, your integrity, your kindness. And as for everything else, accept it with equanimity. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who wrote his private journal that would become the Meditations, put it perfectly: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you truly internalize this principle, something remarkable happens. Criticism loses its sting because you realize you can't control what others think. Failure becomes less frightening because you understand you can only control your effort, not the outcome. Disappointment diminishes because you've already accepted that external events are beyond your domain. This is the first step to becoming unshakable. Master this, and you've already won half the battle. Principle 2. Amor Fati. Love your fate. Now the dichotomy of control tells us what we can and cannot change. But what about the things that have already happened to us? What about the circumstances we're born into, the tragedies we face, the cards we've been dealt? This is where the second principle comes in. Amor Fati. It's Latin for love of fate. The Stoics didn't just teach acceptance of what we cannot control. They taught something far more radical. They taught us to love it, to embrace it, to see every circumstance, no matter how difficult, as exactly what we needed. Friedrich Nietzsche, who was deeply influenced by Stoicism, captured this beautifully. My formula for greatness in a human being is Amor Fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity, not merely bear what is necessary, but love it. Think about that. Not just tolerating your circumstances, but loving them. Not just enduring hardship, but recognizing it as the forge where your character is shaped. Marcus Aurelius faced plague, war, betrayal, and the loss of multiple children. Yet he wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." He saw every obstacle as fuel, every setback as an opportunity. When you adopt Amor Fati, you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? How is this situation perfectly designed to teach me exactly what I need to know?" You lost your job? Perhaps it's redirecting you toward your true calling. You went through a breakup? Maybe it's clearing the path for a relationship that actually serves your growth. You're facing a health challenge? It could be teaching you resilience you never knew you had. This isn't toxic positivity or pretending bad things are good. It's a profound shift in perspective that transforms you from a victim of circumstance into a student of life. Every situation becomes your teacher. Every challenge becomes your training ground. Love your fate, and nothing can diminish you. Principle 3. Negative visualization. Here's a counterintuitive principle that might seem dark at first, but is actually one of the most powerful tools for happiness. Regularly imagine losing the things you value most. The Stoics called this practice premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. We might call it negative visualization. Seneca, the wealthy Roman philosopher and advisor to emperors, would periodically practice poverty. He'd sleep on a hard floor, eat simple food, and wear rough clothing. Why? To remind himself that the worst-case scenario wasn't actually that bad, and to inoculate himself against the fear of losing his wealth. But this principle goes much deeper. The Stoics understood something profound about human psychology. We adapt to everything. That new car, that promotion, that relationship you worked so hard to achieve, within weeks or months you take it for granted. The joy fades. You're already looking toward the next thing. This is called hedonic adaptation, and it's a recipe for perpetual dissatisfaction. Negative visualization is the antidote. Take a moment right now. Imagine if the people you love most were suddenly gone. Your partner, your parents, your children, your closest friends. Really sit with that feeling. Now open your eyes and realize they're still here. That's not morbid. That's gratitude. That's presence. That's recognizing the extraordinary gift of this ordinary moment. The same applies to your health, your home, your freedom, your sight, your ability to walk. Imagine losing any of these things, then look around and realize you haven't. Suddenly, what seemed ordinary becomes miraculous. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." This practice doesn't make you pessimistic. It makes you present. It makes you grateful. It makes you resilient. Because when you've already mentally prepared for loss, if it comes, you're not shattered. And while you still have what you value, you cherish it fully. Practice negative visualization regularly, and you'll find that you're both more grateful for what you have and less devastated if you lose it. Principle 4. The view from above. When you're stuck in traffic dealing with a difficult coworker or scrolling through social media feeling inadequate, it's easy to feel like your problems are enormous and all-consuming. The Stoics had a powerful technique for breaking this spell: the view from above. Marcus Aurelius regularly practiced zooming out from his immediate concerns to see them in a broader context. He would imagine looking down at Rome from high above, seeing the tiny figures scurrying about, consumed by their petty dramas and ambitions. Then he would zoom out further, seeing the entire empire. Then the continent, then the planet, then the cosmos. From this perspective, he wrote, "How small a part of the boundless and unfathomable time is assigned to every man, for it is very soon swallowed up in the eternal. And how small a part of the whole substance, and how small a part of the universal soul, and on what a small clod of the whole earth you creep." This isn't nihilism, it's perspective, it's liberation. That embarrassing thing you said in a meeting? In the grand scheme of the cosmos, it doesn't register. That person who insulted you on the internet? In 100 years, neither of you will be remembered. That career setback that feels crushing? On the timeline of human history, it's less than a blink. But here's the beautiful paradox. Recognizing how small and brief our lives are doesn't make them meaningless, it makes the present moment precious. It makes our character the only thing that truly matters, because it's the only thing we fully control and the only thing we take with us through each moment of our existence. The view from above also helps with empathy. When you see someone acting rudely or selfishly, zoom out. See them as a tiny, temporary being, struggling with their own fears and limitations, doing the best they can with the understanding they have. Suddenly, it's easier to forgive, easier to let go. Use this perspective daily. When anxiety creeps in, zoom out. When anger rises, zoom out. When you're taking yourself too seriously, zoom out. See yourself and your problems from above and watch them shrink to their proper size. Our Principle 5, Voluntary Discomfort. We live in the most comfortable era in human history. We have climate control, instant food delivery, unlimited entertainment, and mattresses engineered for optimal spinal alignment. And yet, we're more anxious, more depressed, and more fragile than ever. The Stoics understood that comfort is a trap. The more comfort you require, the more vulnerable you become. Every discomfort becomes a crisis. Every inconvenience feels like a catastrophe. This is why they practiced voluntary discomfort, deliberately choosing hardship when you don't have to. Seneca would take cold baths. Epictetus slept on hard surfaces. Marcus Aurelius practiced enduring heat and cold. They did this not because they were masochists, but because they were training. Think of voluntary discomfort as strength training for your mind. Every time you choose the harder path when you don't have to, you're building resilience. You're expanding your comfort zone. You're proving to yourself that you can handle more than you think. This can take many forms in modern life. Take cold showers, fast periodically, wake up early, exercise intensely, have difficult conversations, sit with boredom instead of immediately reaching for your phone, sleep without perfect conditions, say no to pleasures that don't serve you. Each time you do this, you're making a profound statement to yourself. I am not a slave to comfort. I am not controlled by my cravings and aversions. I am stronger than my circumstances. There's also a psychological benefit that the Stoics understood well. When you regularly experience discomfort voluntarily, involuntary discomfort becomes less jarring. If you're used to cold showers, a broken heater isn't a disaster. If you fast regularly, missing a meal is no big deal. If you exercise hard, physical challenges at work feel manageable. You're not trying to avoid discomfort. You're trying to become someone for whom discomfort is not a problem. And that person is nearly unshakable. Start small. Choose one form of voluntary discomfort this week. Build from there. Watch yourself become more resilient with each choice. Principle 6, the Inner Citadel. Imagine you had a fortress inside your mind, a place of perfect calm and clarity that no external force could invade. A sanctuary where you could always retreat, no matter what chaos surrounded you. The Stoics believed you do have this fortress. They called it the Inner Citadel. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Give yourself a retreat like this continually and renew yourself. Your inner citadel is built from your principles, your values, and your commitment to reason and virtue. It's the part of you that remains untouched by insult, unmoved by setbacks, and unimpressed by external accolades. But here's the key. This fortress isn't given to you. You must build it, and you build it through daily practice. Every time you choose integrity over convenience, you add a stone to the wall. Every time you respond with patience instead of anger, you strengthen the foundation. Every time you act according to your values rather than your impulses, you fortify the gates. The inner citadel is what allows you to remain calm when others are panicking, to remain kind when others are cruel, to remain focused when others are distracted. Because you're not drawing your peace from external circumstances. You're drawing it from within. This doesn't mean you become cold or unfeeling. It means you become grounded, stable, reliable, both to yourself and to others. Think of people you know who seem unshakable. People who remain calm in crises, who don't get swept up in drama, who know who they are and what they stand for. They've built their inner citadel. You can too. Start today. Define your core values. Write them down. Then, in every decision, every challenge, every moment of stress, return to those values. Ask yourself, what would the person I'm trying to become do right now? With each value-aligned choice, your inner citadel grows stronger, and eventually, you'll find that nothing external can truly disturb you, because you've built something internal that cannot be breached. Principle 7, Memento Mori, remember you will die. We've saved the most powerful principle for last, Memento Mori, remember that you will die. In ancient Rome, victorious generals returning from battle would parade through the streets to enormous crowds. At the height of their glory, a slave would stand behind them and whisper in their ear, Memento Mori, remember you are mortal. This wasn't meant to be depressing, it was meant to be clarifying. Death is the ultimate truth that puts everything else in perspective. Your reputation, your possessions, your grievances, your ambitions, all of it ends. The question is, knowing this, how will you choose to live? The Stoics meditated on death not to become morbid, but to become present, to become purposeful, to separate what matters from what doesn't. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." The one who puts the finishing touches on their life each day is never short of time. When you remember you will die, suddenly the petty concerns that consume so much energy reveal themselves for what they are. Distractions. That grudge you're holding? You don't have time for it. That dream you're postponing? You can't afford to wait. That person you love but haven't told? Say it now. Memento Mori doesn't make you reckless. It makes you intentional. It makes you ask, if I only had 1 year left, would I spend it this way? If I only had 1 month, would this argument matter? If I only had 1 day, what would I want to say and do? Steve Jobs, after being diagnosed with cancer, said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. Because almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important." This is perhaps the ultimate Stoic principle because it encompasses all the others. When you remember you will die, you naturally focus on what you can control, your character and your choices. You naturally practice Amor Fati, loving your life exactly as it is because it's the only one you get. You naturally maintain perspective, because what could be bigger perspective than mortality itself? Keep death as your advisor, not your enemy. Let it clarify your priorities. Let it fuel your urgency. Let it strip away everything false and leave only what's real. A Stoic who remembers death is truly alive and truly unshakable. So there you have it. 7 Stoic principles that can make you virtually unshakable. 1. Focus only on what you can control and accept everything else. 2. Love your fate, whatever it may be. 3. Practice negative visualization to cultivate gratitude and resilience. 4. Zoom out for perspective when you're overwhelmed. 5. Choose discomfort voluntarily to build strength. 6. Build your inner citadel through value-aligned living. 7. Remember you will die, and let that clarify how you live. These aren't just ideas to understand intellectually, they're practices to implement daily. Start with one, master it, then add another. Over time, you'll notice something remarkable. The things that used to shake you don't anymore. The circumstances that used to control you no longer have power. You've become the kind of person who remains calm in chaos, confident in uncertainty, and unbroken by life's challenges. You've become unshakable. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content on Stoicism, philosophy, and personal development. I read every comment, so let me know which principle resonated most with you, or share how you're implementing these ideas in your own life. Remember, the obstacle is the way, the journey is the destination, and you have everything you need within you right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.